This is the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. Your hosts are Aaron and Mayumi Muller, owners of 8 companies that run without them, and founders of the LBO Academy. It's your turn to discover how you can own a business that runs without you. Now, here's Aaron and Mayumi.
Hello, everyone. You're listening to Aaron Muller with the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. If you can't listen to this entire show today, you can always go to our website at lboradio.com. That's lboradio.com, and get this episode and any other previous episode we've done. Today, we have an amazing guest. Not only is she a best-selling author of the book, Unlimiting Your Beliefs, 7 Keys to Greater Success in Your Personal and Professional Life, but our guest, Karen Brown, is an unconscious mind expert that realized her own transformation and discovered the keys to achieving greater success in her personal and professional life when she achieved a 28-year dream of competing in the toughest race in the world, the Ironman World Championships in Kona, Hawaii, as an amateur non-triathlete at age 46. This is pretty amazing. Also, we have my co-host, Mayumi Muller. She's not only my business partner, but also my partner in life. She's an amazing woman, a true hustler, and if I didn't have her by my side, I would never have the success I do. Mayumi, say hi, and we'll say hi
everyone.
To Karen.
Karen, thank you so much for being on our show today. We're so excited to get started, and 46 years old. That's
amazing.
Phenomenal.
She has an amazing story.
Yeah, and I know that, when I was probably in my 30s, I said, I'm going to run a marathon when I'm 40. 40 came and gone. I'm going to run a marathon in my 50s. No, it's not going to happen for me.
Hey, Karen, just to let you know, I did a I think it was like a fun run with Mayumi one time. It was actually after my birthday. I think I turned maybe 40 at that time.
You did.
And the day after my 40th, so you can imagine how I felt. And it was a Oktoberfest thing, and I was hungover. And Mayumi, I was doing great. Mayumi was getting beat by a wiener dog.
Wiener dogs.
A wiener dog.
Aaron's like, you're gonna let that wiener dog beat you? I'm like, yep.
And I was hungover, and I was doing better. So, anyways, I don't know if she'll ever do that marathon.
No,
so,
I won't.
Karen.
Yeah, it actually was a 5K, and so it was very challenging. But you know what? I got through it, so that's all that matters to me. So let's tell, thank you again for being on the show. Can you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself and about your business?
Yes, absolutely. And thanks for having me on the show. I'm thrilled to be here.
You bet.
So for 28 years, I was outwardly successful. I had a great corporate job. I was climbing the ladder as a leader and eventually became an executive. I was a good business coach, just meaning that during that time, I was coaching my team members to higher levels of success. And I was earning good money, and I was a fit recreational athlete. Although what I was doing behind the scenes was just playing it safe. Like I wouldn't take on anything, be it in business or in athletics, that I knew I couldn't do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't doing anything that really challenged or stretched me beyond what I thought were my perceived limits until I thought about the Ironman World Championships.
All right.
And I had that dream for 28 years, and every time I thought about it, I would break out in a cold sweat, and I would feel like I was going to vomit.
Oh, God.
I don't blame you.
I don't blame you either.
I just thought, that is so hard.
There's no way you can do it, right? That's what you're thinking.
Yeah, exactly. And it's mostly reserved for pro athletes. It's the best of the best from across the globe. And yet I still had something deep inside, like this nagging feeling like, well, wait a minute. What if I do have what it takes to do something like that, and I'm not using it?
Absolutely.
And then it just became this like sick feeling, like, kind of disgusted with myself.
Yeah.
Like, if I could do that, like, what could I do in my business? What could I do
It's
in
unlimited,
the rest of my
right?
life?
Right.
Yeah,
Which kind of brings us to, our topic today is how to unlimit your beliefs and unlimit your results.
Yeah.
That's right. So, I mean, this is kind of fits in where you were at in your life, and you felt limited, and you somehow were able to
overcome
overcoming that. And one way, it sounds like, through this Ironman race was your direction that you felt like was going to change it for you. So
here's what I did.
Okay.
At the age of 44, I actually took a class where I learned how to transform limiting beliefs into unlimited beliefs. And just for your audience, let's define what a limiting belief is.
Okay.
It's when we say, well, I couldn't possibly do that, like the Ironman, because I'm not talented, skilled enough. I don't have enough money, time, support, whatever. Right?
Yep.
It's whatever we're limiting ourselves with those kinds of thoughts. Like, I can't possibly do that because, right?
Yep. And people do it all the time. People do it all the time. And so, so you went to this.
I would say it's an epidemic in our society. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, and you know what? The high achievers are the people that don't think like that, right?
Exactly. Like, look at Elon Musk, right? Like, he and Jeff Bezos, like, they are totally disrupting.
They don't even care. They're just like, I'm doing it.
Everybody
I'm going to space.
And they both have unlimited beliefs.
Yep.
So the unlimited beliefs that people do have in their body, a lot of times it stems from fear. So with your fear and your unlimited beliefs, I couldn't do this, I'm not skilled enough. How did you turn that around? So what did you put into your thought process or your mindset to get you to actually go online and fill out that application so that you would actually accomplish it?
Yeah, so here's what you do. And listeners, it's a good idea to write this down. It's also in my book, but I'm giving it to you free right now, so write this down.
Write it down.
And this is scientifically proven, right? So this is now what I do full time and is my main business, which is working with the power of the unconscious mind. And I'll go into the statistics about that in a moment, but this is scientifically proven to work in every case for everyone. Okay?
Okay.
So what you do is, first of all, identify the limiting belief. So for me, it was, well, I couldn't possibly, compete in the Ironman World Championship. And take out a regular piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, and write down all of your limiting beliefs on the left-hand side of the page.
Okay.
Got it.
Now, what you'll find when you do that is that you have more than just that one that you can identify quickly that's stopping you.
Right.
What I found was I had a whole page of them. Yeah, I was astounded to see it.
Okay.
And you won't really unearth that until you jump into it like that and just start writing them down. Because what happens in that process is you're asking your unconscious mind a question, what's the limited belief that's stopping me in this? And then it's like the doorway opens and, these limited beliefs just come cascading out because you've asked your unconscious mind to answer.
To bring them up. Yep.
Exactly.
So then once you have them all, so once you've done that,
Yep. Once you've done that, then go back up to the first one, and in the right-hand side of the page, write the exact opposite of that belief.
I love that.
So I wrote, I will compete in the Ironman World Championships. And then do the same thing with the rest of them all the way down the page.
All right.
Now, here's the fun part. Okay. Now that you've got your limiting beliefs staring you in the face, then it's time to change the pattern, which transforms them from limiting to unlimiting. Okay? And this happens on a daily basis. So next thing to do is carry that around with you. Maybe take a picture of it. Put it in your phone if you need to. Just something so that it's mobile, right?
Right.
Then catch yourself in the moment when you are thinking that limiting belief. You're just walking around, maybe you're in the coffee line, whatever, and you're like, I couldn't possibly compete in Ironman World Championships. Boom. Wait a minute. Hold on. Then say out loud, and this is where it gets fun, say out loud the unlimited belief. I will compete in the Ironman World Championship.
Right.
So I'm thinking that all the people.
Right.
I was just having coffee over at the Starbucks down here in downtown Seattle, and I saw about 3 guys walking around talking to themselves. They must have gotten into your program, huh?
Absolutely.
Maybe a little different.
Maybe they weren't dressed very well, and maybe they were living on the street. But I'm sure that they were unlimiting their beliefs.
I think they got your book.
But I
right
really
on. This
love
is
that.
this is really
I love
cool.
That, Karen,
this is really
because
cool,
we
Karen.
did write it down, and I believe that it's important to put the writing down. It's almost like words of affirmation, right? Every time we write, and I don't know that you're the expert, but when we subconsciously, our subconscious is a huge part of our thought process. By keeping the subconscious forward in our mind, by talking out loud, writing it down, you're kind of squashing it. Is that kind of the philosophy? Is that the concept?
Absolutely, Mayumi. Yes. Let me take that a little bit further and give you the science behind it. So, first of all, this science was pioneered by Albert Einstein, Richard Bandler, Carl Jung, folks like that.
Yep.
That really were discoverers of big things.
Yeah.
In our history, and the unconscious, and let's just say for our interview today that the unconscious is the same as the subconscious, okay? Because I don't want people to get confused.
Yes.
Like, are we talking about the subconscious or the unconscious?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's the same.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. And your conscious mind is only responsible for 0.008% of your daily actions. The rest of your daily actions, in fact, all learning, growth, and change comes from your unconscious mind.
Wow. This is actually science here.
Brilliant. That's so cool.
Yes.
Wow.
I've read this
Mayumi,
before.
Go ahead.
I've read this before, and I totally agree with you. I think that's good for our listeners to know that we think that it's subconscious or unconscious. It's we don't really need to worry about that, but that's what drives us or doesn't drive us.
Yes, absolutely right. Yes, it either drives action or inaction, and with limiting beliefs, it stops us.
Well, you know what, Karen? I'm going to cut you off here, and we're in the next segment. We're talking to Karen Brown, the author of the best-selling book, Unlimiting Your Beliefs, 7 Keys to Greater Success in Your Personal and Professional Life, and also an unconscious mind expert. Oh, my God, she's so exciting. Stay tuned for the next segment. You can follow us on The Lifestyle Business Owner on Facebook and IG, and you can listen to us anytime, anywhere on The Lifestyle Business Owner Show.
The Lifestyle Business Owner Show continues after this on AM 1580. The Answer. It pays to listen. Now, back to Aaron and Mayumi Muller on the Lifestyle Business Owner Show.
Welcome back to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. And today we are talking with Karen Brown, the best-selling author of the book, Unlimiting Your Beliefs, 7 Keys to Greater Success in Your Personal and Professional Life, and also an unconscious mind expert. She's phenomenal. You need to go out and get her book. And Karen, can you tell our listeners how they can get in touch with you?
Yes. Go to www.velocityleadershipconsulting.com/LBO show/.
Awesome. And we will repeat that again later on in the segment. And also, if you follow us, you can always get that link from us on LBO.
Yeah, and you need to, if you haven't heard this entire show, you guys need to get it on LBL Radio, because this is awesome. She gives you some really great techniques on finding your unconscious mind and making the most of it, and getting breaking the limitations that you put on yourselves as a person, for anything, really.
Well, just in the last segment, you guys, she gave an activity that will change your world. So you need to listen to the last segment as well. So
real quick,
thank you. And Mayumi, let me jump in there for a second. What your listeners are going to get when they go to the link that I just gave, and we'll give at the end of the segment, is a playlist only for them. So it's exclusive to your lifestyle
business owner. Yep.
Yes, thank you. Audience members, which is 5 really short, what I call micro solution videos of
Great.
how to do these techniques.
Awesome. That is so great,
Yeah.
Karen.
That's
Thank you.
valuable
So
right
that is
there.
valuable, you guys.
All right, so Karen, real quick, I just wanted to go back. You did the Ironman race, right? You're 46 years old. How did that go? I mean, can you give us just a quick little rundown of how that whole race went for you, and how you did, and what your results were in the end, and what you got out of it?
Yes. Yes. First, let me just say that day was the most magnificent day ever.
Great. I love hearing that.
First of all, now it's going to sound like it's in contrast to what I'm going to say next, and it's not. My race time was 15 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay.
And that's a long time to be swimming, biking, and running in the heat and the crosswind and the extreme sun of Hawaii. And it was magnificent because I was realizing a lifelong gargantuan dream that the journey to which opened up a gateway to the life, the business, the person that I was meant to be. It was the transformation, catalyst. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And that was one of the reasons it was so magnificent. I mean, I was surrounded with beauty and 2,000 other triathletes who were doing the same thing I was. And it was magical. It was wonderful. It was also very difficult.
Right. So anytime during that, did you feel like you wanted to quit? Did you feel like, you know what, maybe this is not for me. I'm out of here.
No, I didn't on that day. I can tell you though that
through the training,
that day there would be no quitting. If somebody cut my right leg,
the training, and then you went through a couple trainers on top of it, right? So you had some challenges, even getting there, right? Just on the whole process.
There were many times along the way when I thought, it would be far easier for me to quit.
Yes.
Tears and coaches that said I was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, my own swim coach said, "You suck. You're terrible. You will never get there."
That's really great.
Yeah. It's like, thanks.
Very motivational people out there, right?
Right. Yeah. So supportive.
Well, let's go back. So let's go back to talking about, this technique of kind of discovering, what your abilities to actually not be limited by your fears and things like that. So you have some other techniques you were talking about at the break that maybe we could give our listeners?
Yes, absolutely. So in the first segment, we talked about how to transform limiting beliefs into unlimited, and that we do that through our unconscious mind, and how infinitely more powerful our unconscious mind is over our conscious mind. And the science behind this, and this is going to lead into the next technique, is that we tap into our unconscious mind when we use things like visualization, what something will look like for us to do, for us to achieve, to conquer, to finish, what have you. Also, what it will feel like. So when I was doing this, thinking about the Ironman World Championships, I could actually feel what the Kona air would feel like on my skin.
That's great.
Also what it will sound like. So I could hear the crowd. I could hear what it was going to sound like a mile away from the finish line. And then the deafening sound of the crowd, the roar of the crowd as I was running down Ali'i Drive and jumping over the finish line. So what I'm saying is the next technique is tapping into the dream.
Tapping into
Love that.
For those listening, write this down. Tap into the biggest, scariest, most ridiculous, outrageous, audacious dream that you can fathom.
Okay.
If it causes you to break out into a cold sweat and want to vomit because it is so gargantuan, that's the right dream.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah. Then tap into what achieving that big gargantuan dream will look, sound, and feel like. and use that on a daily basis. I mean, I would use that at least twice a day, morning and night, and then throughout my day, especially when I came across really big challenges, when, that swim coach said, you suck and you will never get there. Because, that's how our lives and our businesses are, right?
Yeah,
right.
totally.
We run into naysayers and
Constantly.
people that are stuck in their own limiting beliefs, and then they try to throw them on us, right?
Yep. That's
So
for
when your
sure.
swim instructor
so-
said that, what were you thinking in your mind when they said that to you?
Well, I'm a person that might use, shall we say, anger as a
Yes.
propellant.
Yes. So you lashed
And
out.
so
You were
when he
angry.
first
You were
said that-
combative.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, you just watch me.
Mhm.
You watch me. I am going to get there. And you're going to still be here standing on this swim deck as the pathetic swim instructor that you are.
Nice.
I love
And
it.
And then when the anger wore off, there were tears because
Yeah,
I
of
thought,
course. Of course.
crap, what if he's right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just fear
That
showing
is
up
fear.
again.
Yep.
But he
Yeah.
wasn't right.
But,
And I hope you sent him.
No, he wasn't
book.
right.
Did
Those
you
were
send him
his
your
limiting
book?
beliefs.
Did you send him your book?
No, I honestly didn't think enough of him to send him my book.
Oh, that's good. Good girl. Good girl. You let that go.
A link
Good.
so he could pay for the book.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's
I love
awesome.
that. You
Yeah.
know,
But
the visualization is important. I know that with our kids, we're going to do a vision board here in the next 30 days. And I really like the visualization because you have to know what it's going to feel like, taste like, look like, sound like. I think it's important so that when you are during that journey, whether it's for, a marathon or for work, you know what the journey's going to be like once you've accomplished it. I love that whole philosophy that you
Yeah.
have.
Did you want to add something to
Yeah.
that too,
Yeah,
Karen?
add
It sounded
to
like
it.
you wanted to add to it.
Yes. Yeah, and actually the science behind it is that visualization, what it will look, sound, and feel like is the doorway to opening your unconscious mind.
Mm.
And it's also, tapping into the dream is the most, the best propellant out there to get you through those tough times, those challenges that you're going to come up against.
Right.
Yep. They always do.
Yeah. I mean, when you have that, nothing can stop you.
I agree.
Well, I will say that, this might sound really goofy here, but I always tell people I manifested my wife, Mayumi, because when I was single for 3 years, and I said, after a divorce, and I wanted a certain type of woman, right? And I had really high standards, and I would not date anybody longer than 30 days at a time because I wasn't going to settle for anything that wasn't right for me. And I visualized what I wanted, and I met Mayumi. And the day I went on our first date, I was like, you're the one that I've been looking for this entire time.
True
I always
story.
say that I manifested her. So I
He
get
does.
this 100% of what you're saying. And it was a big dream. It was a big dream to find somebody like Mayumi. So I get you 100%. And I love these techniques that you're giving our listeners. I think everyone needs to use them.
I
How
absolutely
wonderful are
agree.
they? So
Yes,
cool.
and let's tie this back full circle.
All right.
This absolutely works in business. This is the
Oh,
game
for
changer,
sure.
the difference maker
Big time.
in business, especially with what you're talking about with your book and this show.
Yep.
Lifestyle business owner. That's what we're all looking to do, right? We
Yes.
want to create that lifestyle through the businesses that we buy and run and achieve success in and also create greater results.
Yep.
That's absolutely what we're talking about here.
All of it. And do people have to get hypnotized at all to train the unconscious mind to come out, or is this just a?
I'm hypnotized by talking to Karen right now.
I do get that question. When I start talking about the power of the unconscious mind and tapping into that, people sometimes ask, do you have to hypnotize me?
Yeah, but no, huh?
No, I tell you, hypnosis is not involved.
All right.
That is so.
No,
You know
this
what?
This is just really solid one-on-one coaching, which is what we work with, lifestyle business owners to bring them.
I love that. You know what? We're almost out of time. I want to make sure that our listeners can get a hold of you. Thank you, Karen, for being on the show today. If you want to learn more about Karen and how she can help you in your personal life or business, you can reach her by calling 800-217-0017. That's 800-217-0017. Here at the Lifestyle Business Owner Academy, we're not rendering financial or legal advice. We're not telling you how you should and shouldn't spend your money on your business. We're just simply telling you what we are doing personally. So I wanted to, Karen, can you tell our listeners again the link and how to get a hold of you? This is very important that you guys write this down because you are, just tell them because you're phenomenal.
Thank you. Absolutely. Yes, write this down. Sorry the link is so long. It is what it is. So www.velocityleadershipconsulting.com/LBO show/.
Thank you. When we come back, we will start our LBO segment. This is where we talk about how to buy a business, grow profits, and make it run without you. Make sure you follow the Lifestyle Business Owner Show anytime, anywhere on lifestylebusinessowner.com and Facebook and Instagram. See you in the next segment.
Business Owner Show coming up on AM 1590. The Answer.